It's not been tested.
Oh, God. No, it's not working at all. Oh, no, it is working. Hey, we've got some audio. Hello, and welcome to the Spud Street podcast. It's going to be a random podcast this week. Almost nothing's been prepared, but we didn't want to. We didn't want to go away without saying hello and goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah.
So, Chris is here. Say hello, Chris.
Good evening.
Trevor's here. Say hello, Trevor.
Hello from a strange angle.
Oh, we'll talk about that in a second. And Rick.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello.
The ginger bass machine is there, and of course it's a hello from me. So, Trev, I need to know about your strange angle. I texted you earlier and said you're up for the stream. We'll do it at 6.
I've got a slight bad back.
Oh no.
No.
We just shifted all the gravel out of the back garden, which is quite a lot, from the middle.
An 11.5-hour flight coming up.
Oh, yeah, Trev, no.
That'll get better.
Fucking horrible.
I nearly went to London tomorrow as well. That would have been fun.
Oh.
Why?
What for?
Yeah, exactly. I thought the flight was on
Right.
Tuesday.
No one needs to go to London if they can help it. Unless they're going to go and watch Blur, obviously.
I was going to say,
I like their new single.
We did go and see Blur, but let's just do a few hellos for you. Hello to Josette, hello to Evelyn, hello to Jackie, hello to Brian Craven there, hello Anne Blair, Brian Craven, Anne's there, Kevin Davies is there, hello. Am I missing anyone? There must be other people. Oh, Bex is there as well. So this stream, prepared nothing for it at all, other than 3 brand new songs and 1 new song that you have heard once before but's been worked on since then. So we thought, in true Blur style, because me and Chris saw Blur at Hammersmith doing their new stuff plus a set of sort of B-sides and whatever, and there were a few people that were like, oh, I wish they'd just done some bangers at the end rather than doing all this obscure stuff. Now, we love the obscure stuff, but in the essence of that, we're going to play you 4, we call them 4 new songs, and then 3 bangers at the end. How about that?
Yeah.
Plus 1 of Trent's.
Well, yeah, obviously.
So that's the plan. Other than that, I have no script. There's no script this week either.
Good. Let's just wing it.
Coming up, we don't know what's going to happen. I've didn't have time to contact any new sponsors, so I've got an old sponsor. Jesus submitted a video that I think is one of his old ones, but it is a banger. So it's a bit of a reminisce show. Chris, we saw Blur at Wembley. Talk about Wembley.
With Ricky as well, and Lily, and Donna, and Lara, and it was amazing because I hadn't seen Blur since 1999, and it was brilliant. There was like 70,000 people there, or 75,000 people, or something, which was amazing. And there were moments when I did think, God, look at all this. It's insane. And then I realised I was just watching a screen, and I felt detached from the 4 ants on the stage, one of them jumping around a lot and going down the front. And then it was amazing. You know, Lily had never seen Blur before, and she's a huge Blur fan, so it was fantastic. But then Dave rang me up and went, what are you doing next Tuesday? Well, I've no idea. Oh, I've heard you watching Blur with me at Hammersmith do their new album live. So we went to Hammersmith, which Dave's played there, 10 times, did you say? And I played there 6. It was standing, which we never been to Hammersmith, and it was standing, so it felt like a proper rock gig, and that was amazing. The production in there was like 10 times the production at Wembley, which is bizarre considering the size of the venue. But they were doing a global live stream, weren't they? So they were, they really pushed the boat out. Had a string quartet, and that was wonderful because it was the new album, which some people like and some people don't. I happen to like it. And a load of B-sides and album tracks they'd never played before. And then we left and then got on the tube with Steve Lamacq. If anyone remembers Steve Lamacq from the evening session with Joe Wiley in the 90s, and chatted with him for about half an hour, didn't we? Get a proper Blur off. It was really... he's just a fan like we were. He wasn't there in a DJ capacity or an ex-enemy reporter kind of way. It was just nice.
What about you, Rick? What do you think of Blur? You were there.
Oh, it's fucking blinding. Really, really.
Yeah, you loved it, didn't you?
Yeah, no, like any stadium show, the sound could have just been a little bit better, in my opinion, but it is what it is. I mean, it's a fucking stadium show. So the sound's going to get a little bit lost at times. But apart from that, it was still fucking brilliant. Really good.
It was a good set list, wasn't it?
Oh, fantastic. I love, I mean, obviously it's one of the biggest, but Country House was just so good seeing that live and just watching everyone's faces. Like everyone was just so happy when that came on.
Song of the night for me was Oily Water.
An Advert. They were together, weren't they?
As well, yeah. And that was just, oh.
It's that thing when Phil Daniels walks out and goes like, "Oi!" Like, and you think, "Oh, great, we're going to get Part Life." And then when there's 75,000 people all shouting Part Life and jumping around on the chorus, it's just I've never experienced an atmosphere like that. You know, it was like a football crowd, but to a really good soundtrack.
The thing that surprised me is how few sales they had to achieve to get to number one. You know, it was 44,000 physical sales, right? And I would average the average fan would buy 2 formats because they released about 5 or 6. I bought 3. You know, there'll be some people that would just bought 1, but you know, on average, I think people would buy 2. So that means that only 22,000 people in the UK probably bought it in any way to get it to number 1, which is just absolutely ridiculous. People were making comparisons earlier that Beetlebum got to number 1 as a single, fair enough, as a single, you know, and that was 300,000 copies in its first week, and there was no pre-orders or any of that, and
no, it's just the way the industry is now. It's mental,
different. So anyway, we've been chatting for a while, and we don't want to bore everyone, but we now have 20 listeners, which is absolutely wonderful. It's growing up. We're a little bit earlier today, mainly because I'm knackered, and we've all got like packing and things to do before we go away. So I thought we want to get in there and say hello to everyone. So I thought we'd start with the one that they've all heard before, but this has had some additional stuff put to it and had a bit more of a mix and whatever. So see if you can spot the additions.
Oh, the special guest.
Yes, the special guest. And see if you can guess who it is. Can you guess who it is yet?
He's not in. He's dead.
Yeah, no, it definitely wasn't him. But so we'll play this one first, and this is from the new Spud Street soundtrack album, and this is called It's Time for War.
Layer upon layer, the sediment takes hold, laying foundations that cannot be foretold. A new beginning, a chance for us to shine. No second guessing, we haven't left the time. Is this the answer? Is this the cure? Are we deluded? Are we insecure? No fucking labels. It's time for war. I'll win the battles. It's what I'm for. No fucking labels. It's time for war. It's time for war.
vehicles around there.
Oh, there we go. That was It's Time for War. What were you saying,
Very
Rick?
good.
With Brandon.
Some of the fucking vehicles around there, like the combine harvesters, like driving past. It sound like jet engines.
Well, that's
So you
'cause you
do live in the
country.
countryside.
A
Yeah.
very big house in the country.
Absolutely. You are a country dweller. Hello to the lovely Donna. She has just got home.
He's got a bird who's fit. He likes to play with her shit in the country.
Oh, God. Oh, how long was it going to be before he...
Wow, what was that? 13 minutes? No, 13 minutes in. Jeez.
See you in the final, lads.
Oh, 9 weeks we've got of this nonsense.
Oh,
I'm
dear.
going to get me some good earplugs this tour.
Dear me, I do find it
Nick
funny.
and Zag going at it for 9 weeks.
So Jackie Luck there. Jackie Luck heard that and said Lara on BV. So that is Lara there. She added some vocals. She liked the track and had some ideas and put some stuff down. I'm going to probably get her to do a bit more, but as ever, we're doing the work in progress there. So yeah, that was the first new song which you have heard once before, but it's still new. You know,
Fantastic.
not finished yet. It's not been released.
Very
yet,
nice. Very
properly.
good.
No.
Very good.
These are rough mixes.
They are rough mixes. So we've got out of the 3 ones that you've not heard at all, there's 1 from Chris and 2 from me. So
Yeah.
that'll
That's
be
an unexpected tune from me.
That was. Do you want to tell how the story of how that came to be,
Yeah.
Chris?
Am I up next? Is mine one next, is it?
It can be. As I said, this is completely improvised.
Okay,
No
right.
set
So,
sections.
I
We'll do Trev's take.
drove down to Dave's the other day because we were going to Hammersmith to see Blur, as we mentioned previously. And when I got there, he said, "Oh, I want to play these new mixes." And whilst he was loading up the sessions, I just went, "Oh, I wrote something on the weekend, actually. It's not really finished." I said, "But it's just you can sort of hear me singing a rough melody over these chords." And he, "Oh, go on, let's have a listen." Press play on my phone. And by the time the chorus came round, he went, "Right, stop it, get a guitar, we'll record this now." I'm like, "Oh, it's not even finished." He went, No, it's spontaneity, let's do it now, let's do it, I've not even finished the words. And when I recorded the guitar part, I realised there was a third verse missing, so I had to write a third verse. And then we did it, and I only sang, because we had to go, and we had to eat as well, I only sang 1 chorus properly, and harmonised on it and stuff. And so it was kind of like a sketch.
Sing all the choruses, lead.
Yeah, I sang all the choruses. I'm just saying that it was rushed. It was just kind of, well, yeah, all right, well, we'll just have that. And then if we don't like it, you could do it again in America. And then the other day, Dave being Dave, I got a text saying, "I'm really enjoying working on this track. You'll have it later." And then he sent it to me, and I was completely blown away, as always with Dave mixes. And one thing I do want to say is, I know we all praise Dave for his stellar work as a producer, but there's no one in the universe does ooze like Dave. And if you listen to this song now called End in Sight, listen out for the ooze on backing vocals from Dave. It really, really creates another hook within the song.
I don't know. Me and Trev can do a good do.
Yeah, I quite like there's some nice little hooky guitar bits as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So I'm really proud of this. It's I've not written anything for Space Potatoes for about 18 months or something like that. And I've come back with a bang, if I do say so myself.
well done
unintended.
to you, Chris. Well done
Thank
to
you.
you.
I'll
I'll
celebrate
get a
that.
song to you in about 2 years.
I was going to say, we'll be at...
We had a bit of a joke about that the other day, didn't
We
we?
were having a joke about that the other day. We'll tell you the second part when people aren't listening. The first part of it is we'll be at your funeral, and it will be like, he did promise us Fox's part 2. Well, we found a lyric sheet with a couple of lines, but that's as far as he got.
That's all as far as he got.
We'll do the rest of it off air, because it's not so we'd be cancelled for saying. Anyway,
Yes, we
this
would.
is Chris's new song called End in Sight.
Overcast skies above us, a grey malaise approaching, wishing we were somewhere else, a fear of loss encroaching. We try to ignore the fact
There we go. That was End in Sight there. I had to check the title because I don't know them well enough yet to...
Well, it's not even a week old, that, is it? It's about 3 days old.
Yeah, something like that.
Is it? 2 days old? 2 days old.
Something like that, yeah. When was I doing it? I think it was Thursday.
Thursday, maybe 3. Yeah. I don't know. The last few days, the last week is just, since we've got home from America, it's just been chaos. So every day's blurring into one. No pun intended.
Well, Trev, get you involved. Have you got a take for us? I know it's an improv.
There's so many.
Good.
Let's do a Trev's take. Let's go for that. Go on, Trev.
Well, I don't really buy train tickets online. I normally like to go to the little booth, say hello to the guy or girl working there, buy me a ticket, get on the train when I want, not when they tell me to. So I thought I'd have a little look online, see if I could get a good deal on a first-class ticket. Only to discover you've got to buy a ticket first, then they decide where you have to sit, which I'm not going to do. Then you get the option to change your seat if there's one available. So I was a bit unhappy about that. And the strikes. If the striking gets in the way of my travelling, I'll be well pissed off. Because they all seem to strike to destroy someone else trying to get to work. That's one take. Another take is gardens.
Gardens. I'm with you on this. Gardens can piss right off.
Why did my wife cover the whole quite large lawn a long time ago? She dug all the grass up, covered it in gravel. That's much better, she said, until yesterday. Now she wants it grass again.
No!
Well, I've now got a bad back through shifting probably 3/4 of a ton of fucking gravel to the edges of the garden. So it's all mud in the middle again now. So I've got to dig it over. Well, she's going to do that because I'm going away. It's just... Why?
Oh, no. I hate gardening.
Fucking birds.
And on that note, I did buy a new toy that's fabulous.
Oh.
It's a stress relief toy. That's what it said on the packet. It did come in a brown bag, which made it more exciting. But it is very stress relieving, I must say.
Does it vibrate?
It's got many emotions.
Does it run on the mains or does it run on batteries?
It runs on the mains now because it's much more powerful.
Wow.
Can you pick up BBC Two with it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but when we go to America, it'll drop down in power because of their poor electricity.
No, it's a massage device.
Oh, okay. How are your shares in Love Honey, Trev? At least
pretty good.
Oh, Trev, I can sort you out.
My mate can get one for you. Oh.
Me mate, Leatherhead. Oh,
no, I did have to buy a new massage. One of them things that you do your back with and all that. Because the battery's knackered on my old one, so I bought another one.
Bonnie and massage.
Yeah, it's quite a clean device, really, for you.
That is.
That is. Don't start listing the others, Trev. Jesus Christ, This is YouTube. This is, I know it's over 18s, but wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's not a bad week. Got a car done. That's where I started me back off, actually, bending, twisting in and out of this old car, because there's just no way to get in there and do what you need to do without trying to do an impression of some sort of strange octopus.
Yeah, been there, done the bag back. Don't talk to me about bad backs.
Oh, man. It'll get better.
There we go. Trevor had a couple of takes there.
Yeah, it was a good old rant.
Brilliant. Bit of a good old rant. Let's play one of his songs. The one I picked for this week is Girl in My Mind. We haven't heard that for ages. So here we go.
Yeah.
Girl in My Mind.
My favourite band, this.
Whoa, there we go.
Such
That's
a tune.
Girl in My Mind.
Such a tune.
Under a foot.
Love that song. Really
Yeah,
love
not heard that in
song.
ages. Like about a year or something, it feels like.
Yeah.
Chris, just out of interest for later on, I could have done this while people weren't listening, but why not share how this show production's going live? Do you have one of your guilty pleasures?
I've got 3.
Oh, you got 3, so we can do that later.
Of course
Because
we
this is
can.
completely unprepared. I didn't get usually I email out loads of different companies in America and try and get a sponsor for our podcast, but I didn't get a new one. But an old one said they'd give us, 25p for playing.
That much?
25p.
Wow.
Yeah, well, it's
Doubled our rates.
it has to play this sponsor. So we're going to go for a sponsor that was a few months back, but is ever relevant, particularly in the summer.
Do you suffer from the negative effects of anal dandruff? Statistics have shown that dry skin around the anus affects 32% of women, 8% of men, and 64% of they.
I had to scratch my butthole for around 15 seconds in each minute.
Taking my panties off was like opening a bag of self-raising flour.
I tried everything to dampen the itching. Thoughts and prayers, sandpaper, and clotted cream.
A darn good friend offered to shoot away the dry skin with his rifle.
If you suffer with pastry flakes in your underwear, ask your doctor for Pramiciramidol. Pramiciramidol has been scientifically tested on animals for a number of years to ensure relief from what sufferers have referred to as the brown itch.
When the flakes combine with my skid marks, it looks like I've dropped chocolate sauce and hazelnut sprinkles down my pants. But with Pramiciramidol, the hazelnut sprinkles have gone.
Ask your doctor for Pramiciramidol today. Side effects include headaches, nausea, stomach pain, constipation, flatulence, limb loss, minor strokes, blindness, and death. Ask your doctor for Pramiciramidol today and say goodbye to a flaky anus.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message.
Oh, 9 weeks. 9 weeks we're going to have that. In every hotel room, you put your TV on and it's going to be on in the adverts.
Yeah.
That kind of
It will. It'll be people telling you that you're about to die.
You breathed air in 1965 in the state of Wyoming. You're in.
Yeah.
Well,
that
it's the
was our
NFL.
first sponsor, wasn't it? Did you breathe oxygen in 1978?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
You need to take a shit in Boise, Idaho.
Yeah. That's where I did my backing acts. That's
Second
what
mention of shit there, I think, by Ricky. We missed the shit mention there, but he brought it up again.
Well, it's now 31 minutes in. It was 13 minutes before. There's some kind of space-time continuum paradigm going on there.
There's a conspiracy.
Yeah, Ricky is a conspiracy. Look at him. Look.
I need a tinfoil hat, quick.
Conspiracy.
Play a song,
I'm gonna
Dave.
play you probably the least friendly of the last 2 new ones. This song is called "Consuming Nothing." Sort of an angry take on.
That's really good. That one. Is that the second one?
Yeah.
That's really good. I think this is brilliant.
Yeah, I know, but it's a little bit more angular, you might say, than it's not. It's not like a friendly pop tune. It's a bit more.
It's a bit more obtuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well done with the angle reference there, Ricky.
Oh, you got it.
How cute of you.
Oh dear. He's coming
Love
up on
it.
hypotenuse.
Oh, I've been installing ramps.
Ramps.
Hey?
What are you on about? Oh yeah,
Be a
maybe an
skateboard.
angle, a ramp would be an angle.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's an obtuse angle?
Obtuse angle is one that's is it over 90 degrees?
Yeah. Acute is under.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you've just said.
It's like being on the Open University. This is great.
It is.
Let's
It's
play a
amazing
song.
how he manages. I think, because I hadn't prepared any space potatoes, chase potatoes, but I think we should just do a random one. I'll just make up the questions and we'll see if, we'll finally find out whether he knows how many hags are in a bag and stuff like that.
7.
No one will ever know
Piece
that.
of piss.
Yeah, we might do that. We might not. You never know. But yeah, so this song is called Consuming Nothing. It's completely new. And here we go.
Ever consider that none of this is real? Trading emotions, replacement for our feel. Is this the end times? A prophecy foretold? Digital idents Wasting hours is a crime. Consuming nothing all the time. What do you really dream of when you want to get away? You limit your options. You've got nothing to say. Searching for meaning, a tweet that holds the truth. But all the feedback is nothing but abuse. Saying nothing is a crime. Making content so you shine. Chasing likes and so much more. Gaming robots for a score.
Lovely.
Oh,
Ricky's learned a new trick, everybody.
Ricky's just going all the time. He just can't. He can't stop. Thank you. Like this from Evelyn and Beck says great song. Thank you very much.
It is a really good song.
Being friends with Ricky is like being voluntarily mates with a shit obsessed toddler. I just want to say that. I mean, it might seem like it's coming out of nowhere, but I just want you all to know that. And the worst thing is when I'm sitting around writing little bits for our upcoming ventures, right? I write dialogue and I think, yeah, that's just like what Ricky would say. And the worrying thing is that means in my brain somewhere, there's like a Ricky simulator that can pretend to be Ricky well enough to... And that's just worrying. I don't want a Ricky simulator.
It's not going to take over, though, is it? In that vast brain of yours.
No, but I have found myself.
3%.
I have found myself in the last 3 years, just referencing bumholes a bit more than I used to.
You like sit around when you're in the house on your own saying, "It reminds me of Shakespeare." And...
No, I'm not that thing. But,
right, well, there you go. You're all right then. You're safe.
But I do think these things sometimes. I think that's something that Ricky would say, and then not say it, but then note it down, and then he go, "Oh, that's something I'd say." And I know I've got fucking Ricky in my brain.
Oh. Fucking Ricky. What?
No. No.
Now that's an image no one wants on a Sunday.
Absolutely. Sharon says, "Wow, great song. Thank you very much." Jenna says, "Superb." So I'm glad people liked it. It was a bit more angular than the other ones, but there we go. Chris, do you want to give us guilty pleasures, and then we're going to knock out some bangers?
Yeah. I'll give you a few options to.
Right. So Chris's guilty pleasures coming up.
Chris's guilty pleasures.
An extra carrot for me, please.
Right. There's 3 categories, but I'll.
You can't. Sorry, talking to Ricky.
Wow. All right. There's 2 categories. You've either got 70s rock classics I hate, but one of them I really like, or 80s rock classics I hate with one that I really like. What do you want to go for, 70s or 80s?
Let's do 80s. I think that's going to be more of a challenge.
Okay. Right, so here are 5 songs, very popular songs from the 1980s that are heralded as rock classics. And one of them I like, but the rest I wish they were banished into the toilet of musical absurdity. That's not a word. Okay, so the first song is Pour Some Sugar on Me by the Def Leppards.
Oh.
The second song is Living on a Prayer by the Bon Jovis. The third song is Purple Rain by Princes. The fourth song is The Final Countdowns by the Europes. And the fifth song is Don't Stop Believing by the Journeys. Obviously, I've pluralised their names just because it's an improvised show.
Four of them you like, one of them you hate.
No. I hate them all apart from one, which I really like. So you've got Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard, Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, Purple Rain by Prince, The Final Countdown by Europe, or Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Which one of those do I actually like? Because I hate the rest of them. David, over to you.
Well, I know
I should have done that in a Lloyd Grossman.
I'm pretty sure you hate Living on a Prayer, right?
And I'm pretty sure you hate Pour Some Sugar on Me.
That's the one I'm leaning towards because whenever, I'm the one that's famously known for hating Def Leppard with a passion, right? I mean, what was it I said about Def Leppard? I said it's neither deaf or a leopard, and they need to be sued for the Trade Description Act, right? But
they are a Trade Description Act violation.
They are a Trade Description Act violation. That is what I said about Def Leppard, right? But Chris often defends Def Leppard a little bit more than I would.
Every time I've been listening to him in the dressing room, he comes in and goes, "Turn that fucking shit off."
He has defended them.
Right, when did I turn it to George Formby?
You know.
Turn that fucking shit off and shut that door.
And Larry Grayson.
I'm certain he hates the Journeys, right?
Chris came in and went, "Put the kettle on, Barb."
And I'm not sure that you like
and
the Princes
Royal
either. I'm really stumped with this one. I mean, my guess would be Def Leppard, but I genuinely don't know.
There are some Def Leppard songs I don't mind. That I will say that in its defence, but I loathe that one.
Well, you could be trying to throw us there. So, Final Countdown, though, that could be another one that you actually like. I've got a feeling that you've got a soft spot for that, so I'm not really sure on that. So Bex says, I really want it to be The Final Countdown. Sharon says Purple Rain. Jenna, as always, said he told me the answer, but I've forgotten what he said.
Yeah, because I wrote this about 2 months ago when we were still...
You should know, Jenna, just from being his...
No, I start talking, Jenna just goes...
Oh, I mean, I know how much Donna loves Bono.
Really?
That's why I bought her a life-size cut out of him. Because every time I said I love you, she said I love you too.
Oh, Dave.
That's true, and I did buy her a life-size cut out of him for that joke. It was worthwhile doing.
It wasn't worthwhile sharing it with us, was it? Good God. And you write the jokes for this thing?
Well, yeah, I'm not saying it was my better. I think actually having...
You're like a dad without the kid.
Yeah, you're worse than me. I'm the one with the dad jokes, Dave. Jesus.
Yeah, I know, but having the life-size cut out and putting that much dedication to it kind of moves the joke to another level, I think. I'm not here... What I can do... One sec.
He's left.
What I can do is bring over the small, not so life-size cut out.
Well, you got a bonus one.
Yeah, it came with a bonus one, so I have this one at home watching over me all the time. So I have Bono in the corner.
I didn't see that the other day. I'd have set it on fire.
Have you got the edge? The edge is fine.
I can't do it.
The edge is fine.
The edge is fine.
What about the drummer?
And the other one.
The drummer's fine.
What are people saying anyway about the guilty pleasures, Dave? What's the
so where were we up to? Sorry.
We can finish this show this year.
There we go. Purple Rain. Phil says Final Countdown. Anne says Purple Rain. Purple Rain. They're all saying Purple Rain. Lots of Purple Rain on here.
I'm just going to say Don't Stop Believing.
You're going to say Don't Stop Believing that you like. I'm going to go with The Final Countdown. Most people here are going with Purple Rain. Jenna's saying Mini Bono could take over from Jesus the Pen. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Bono here, your Lord and Saviour. in charity form. I can't do a voice.
Yeah.
But that
It doesn't matter. That makes it better.
It doesn't really matter, does it?
No, it doesn't. Pay your taxes, you Irish
I want you
git.
to worship me on a Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday.
That should be a new one, actually. Sunday, bloody Sunday. That's actually quite good.
Sunday, bloody Sunday with Bono.
That would be fantastic.
Dear.
There you go. That's
It's like
that
a
song.
production meeting live, isn't it? So there
It is. Thanks, Jenna. That's really good.
Thanks, Jenna.
Trevor, you've not said anything. What do you think? Pour some sugar on me. Living on a prayer. Purple Rain. Final countdown. Don't stop believing. What are you going for? The one I like.
I'm going final countdown, definitely.
I'm going Purple Rain.
Right. Well, ready?
Yep.
It was the final countdown.
Woo!
I've always liked that song. I like the Richie Blackmore style solo in the middle. But the rest are just dog shit. Purple Rain is just awful. Don't Stop Believing is just horrific. Pour some sugar on me is nonsense. And Living on a Prayer, do me a favour.
I cannot stand Don't Stop Believing, but I love The Sopranos. So unfortunately, I have this thing where I love Don't Stop Believing in The Sopranos. I'm not going to give any spoilers away because I know there are people in the audience that have not seen it.
I've never seen anything from The Sopranos.
Yeah, it's such a poignant moment using that song that I like it in that context and no other context.
Okay.
Just want you to know that.
That's all right. That's
Drop dead
fine.
tomorrow. I want you to write that on my gravestone. Here lies Dave Fowler, likes Journey, but only in the context of The Sopranos.
And then Ricky can chip in with a chisel.
Yeah, he can do. They'll probably have a shit.
Here lies Dave Fowler. Relative to what?
What's the science behind that, Dave?
Oh, just something lower down. He shouts out, "What's 4 + 3?" And you hear me like hammering 7 times in the coffin.
Right, I can delete that one. So we've still got 70s rock classics I hate. What was the other category we've got for when we come back in December? What's the next one? And the other one was...
We'll try and do one in October between the...
Yeah, 80s Guilty Pleasures was the other one.
80s Guilty Pleasures. Right, so so this is that was Chris's Guilty Pleasures. I'm going to play the intro again because it's also the outro and the same button on my system.
Chris's Guilty Pleasures.
An extra carrot for me, please.
Oh, wasn't that exciting? Well, with all that exciting, we're going to play you the last new song. It's the last new song of this show. We got some others we're going to play. We're going to do some bangers, as they're called. But yeah, so this one's called Why I, as in WHY, comma, the letter I. But not like a Geordie going, why I?
Why I, man?
Yeah.
Well, I like.
Exactly. But it could be. It could be. So
Shut I'll call.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for that, Trev.
So what he's thinking about at the moment. So yeah, this is called Why I. It's a new song written by me. At the moment, still need some work on it. Still work in progress. The second bridge, just throwing it out there, is the same as the first bridge. I just copied the vocals over because I was working on it. So you're hearing it in a rough form. I am going to probably write some new words for the second bridge and re-sing that bit. So there we go.
It is very good, though. It's a very good song.
Well, I hope you like it.
time. Is that too much to ask? I'm hoping you reply. You're scrolling just as fast. You're someone needs me now. Why? For a reason I can't tell. Why?
So there we go.
I like that.
Why?
Awesome.
Why?
So good.
We got Beck says she loves it. Neil Luckett says, for no obvious reason, this is reminding me of the Skids. I don't mean that in a pants sense because it's very good. Thank you very much, Neil. Jenna says, oh, I like that bit. Evelyn says, love this. But Anne says, I think it's one that will grow.
I think it's the best.
I wasn't keen at the beginning, but to be honest, it's already growing on me. Yeah, the thing that I particularly like about that song, right, is that the riff's sort of in a 6 pattern rather than 8. Usually things are in like 4s or 8s. So the riff's in a 6 pattern, right? And the song is about people's impatient and short attention spans, and how if something doesn't grab them quickly, they just scroll on. So the first line of the song is... What
was that? Say that again?
Exactly. Yeah. So the first line of the song is, I cut 2 beats off the bar to get to the point because no one's listening. You know, so it's almost like I shorten the riff to 6 rather than 8 just to get there quicker, you know, and I mean, that wasn't intended. I wrote the riff before that, but the way it all tied up, I was really proud of that. So
the middle section is so not you. I mean, it reminds me of when, what's his face, that actor who does music, is it Matt Berry, did all them TV themes, and he was doing like Rainbow and Blankety Blank and stuff, but he'd go off on these jazzy improvs in the middle. And it reminded me of that. And then also the staccato riffs come back in was a bit like something off Hemispheres or Farewell to Kings by Rush, who you don't like. So,
well, for me, it was kind of Ben Folds mixed with Genesis. That's kind
definitely got Ben Folds
coming from. But you know, there's definitely
it's just brilliant. Like I think it's amazing.
Bits with the synths, and then the drumming. I was thinking a lot of Phil Collins for that sort of jazzy drum break thing. I wanted to have something that was really
selling England for the pound kind of vibe.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
Excellent.
So, so that was where I was coming from with that. But then the sort of the main riff and chorus, I just wanted it to be nice and whatever.
Well, we've hit them with 4 new ones, Dave, and they're all great. So do we just move on to something light?
Let's do the old ones. This is the reward now. So which one should we do first out of us 3? Because I haven't really got an order.
Go me, Ricky, you, because yours should definitely finish.
Oh, okay.
It's the original.
I suppose it is the original.
It is. But that's not because I want to see my face.
Well. Okay.
I don't want it because I want to see me. It's just it just progresses into greatness.
Okay, we're going to do 3 old bangers for you
consecutively, like just back like that.
Well, we'll just do one, have a chat, do another one, have a small chat, then a bit of Jesus, and then the final one. So here we go. The first of the old bangers is the video to Second Sight off our first album, which is our 4th compilation album because of Fiction, and this is Baked. Sorry, it's Second Sight from Baked. There we go. That was Second Sight there. We haven't heard that for a while. The old,
sultry sight, according to someone in the comments.
Absolutely.
God damn it.
Sultry, sultry, sultry.
What does that mean?
I know, ask Anne Blair. Apparently I look sultry in some video or something like.
I wouldn't want to misrepresent it, so I'm going to look up the definition. It's suggesting or expressing a passionate or strongly sexual nature or attraction.
Couldn't be further from that if I tried.
Anne Blair, get off the LSD.
Oh dear. So we do one more banger. One more banger. I think everyone knows what Ricky's banger's going to be.
Birds. Please be birds. Yeah. Please be birds. Best song you didn't write, Ricky.
Well, it's a good song.
It is a good song.
I don't understand why people give birds so much stick.
Because our audience are all woke and they don't like Ricky's language. That's what it is.
You're all vanilla. Sort yourself out.
Oh.
So here is Ricky's banger. Hang on a second. I'm just yeah, there we go. I'm just scheduling out. Here's Ricky's banger, and this is Birds. No, I'm joking. It's not. It's not.
Oh, I was going to say that's brilliant.
It says I wasn't here on the screen.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to cue it up as a thing, just to wind people up a bit. But here we go. So this is Foxes with the lovely video by Bex.
Have you seen the news today? It's not looking good. Everyone's going crazy now, but we knew that they would. 'Cause it's what they love to do. Well, how have you been? You've not much to say. Just turn off your TVs and you'll be okay. We'll blame it on the media today. It won't be easy. It's gonna be hard to pick yourself back up again and remember who you are. If I could tell you, I've got so much to say. We'll blame it on the media until they fade away. Have you heard the news today? It's the same old shit. People falling for the latest lie, and it's making them rich. Yeah, it's just what they do. One day they'll disappear. And hopefully they won't return. I hope your eggs go up in flames and we'll watch as they burn. We'll blame it on the media in turn. It won't be easy. It's
There we go. Foxes. Haven't seen that for a while either.
I've not heard it in ages either.
Remember that all the albums are up on YouTube. You can go and listen to Baked. You can go and listen to 14. You can also go and listen to Megalomania. And I have made, on my own channel, a playlist of my favourite of my Space Potato songs. I'm also going to make a playlist of my favourite Chris songs, and the playlist of my favourite Ricky songs would just be all of Ricky's songs, let's face it.
Well, just one of them.
Yeah, it would just be one, you know. But,
just heard it.
And then I'm going to do a few different playlists of that kind of stuff, and I urge Ricky, Chris, and of course Trevor as well to contribute any lists of like your favourite ones, and then your favourite ones are your own, and your favourite ones are mine, or whatever. And I'm just going to kind of put them up on the channel. Yeah. So if people want to just dive in and say, oh, what does Dave like? What does Chris like? Or whatever, you can listen to the songs and we'll have them in an order that suits us, because they're all up there to listen to for free. So please get listening. Help us beat the algorithm and get high up by giving us as many views as possible. And before you go to bed at night, you just turn your speakers off and just put the playlists on, you know, and let them play and give us a view. That'd be lovely. So a bit of promo there. Oh.
Nicely done, Dave. It didn't feel anyway like a hard sell. It was good.
Sensational.
Oh,
yeah.
Just asking, you know, we're giving it away for free. We're not asking anyone to do anything that's going to cost them money yet.
No, not yet.
Oh,
just
not yet. Not yet. But
wait till you see what's in the pipeline, people.
Well, let's do an old Jesus. Here's an old Jesus, a banger Jesus to end with before we end with the last song and say, see you later, Space Potatoes. Hello everyone, Jesus here. I'm here in the Garden of Eden, or at least my representation of it in the kitchen. I've had an interesting week. Since launching my YouTube channel, which you should have subscribed to by now, I've had some offers. People have liked my singing, and I was asked to go and audition for an In Excess tribute band, playing the role of Michael Hutchins. I'll be honest with you, the audition didn't go too well. I think I took the tribute a little bit too far. Two worlds colliding, and they could never tear us apart. Oh. Obviously I was disappointed when I didn't get the job, but these things happen, and that's why I'm now relaxing in my kitchen Garden of Eden. Eat the apple, eat the apple. Piss off, snake. Anyway, better go and deal with this snake. Don't know what the moral of the story is this week, but it's Sunday, so amen.
Piss off, snake. That's tickled me.
Well, there we go. Piss off.
Piss off, snake.
There we go. There's an old Jesus there. So thank you all for being here. Shall we do the last song of the show?
The original banger, isn't it?
It is kind of the original banger. You know, I think Foxes has superseded it, but it was the big climax of Series 1. It was like the big moment at the end of and you know, when we had the flashback and all of that over it. So I'm really in the way that Foxes was for Series 2.
Yeah.
Foxes was the Series 2 equivalent of 1,000 Things for Series 1. So I'm proud to have done it. And here's the video, which, unlike the Second Sight video, it doesn't feature me. This video doesn't feature Ricky. So, yeah. And Foxes features none of us.
No, it doesn't.
So we're all kind of equally... Well, no, actually, Chris is winning in there because he's in 2 of them.
Yeah.
So, anyway, not keeping a score. Bastard.
Right.
Here it is, 1,000 Things.
Your foot into my changed. Manic minds in conversation, possessed but fearful all the same. We had beauty and destruction. Now I'm forever changed. 'Cause I can list 1,000 things that keep you in my life, but I can't do the same for others, trying as I might. You push the limits of my tolerance, made me find myself that way. Now I'm forever changed. 'Cause I can list 1,000 things that keep you in my life, but I can't do the same for others, trying as I might. Whether I could cry, but I'd rather see your smile. And I'm chasing my delusions all the time. I could deny, but I'd rather speak than lie. I feel crazy, but you never left my side. There's no regrets, but I'm empty and confused. I can't say there'll never be another you.
There
Lovely
we go.
stuff.
1,000
That
things.
takes you
Haven't
back,
done
doesn't
that
it?
For a long time.
I just said then, Sean appeared in the comments, and I remember the day we did the filming with Sean legally. Dave had just got that together and played it to Sean, and it was so different from what I think he'd only ever heard 2020 Rendezvous and a couple of others like Antipode and Landmass, which are obviously parodies. And then we played that. Sean, I remember standing in your room in your house and just Sean going, this is brilliant. Completely like floored him. It was a great moment, and just seeing him then appeared in the comments. That's
hello, Sean. Nice to see you, mate.
Yeah, hope you're well, mate. See you in Nottingham.
Hello.
So well, that was our podcast, completely improvised.
Oh, brilliant.
Maybe we should just do a quick couple of questions just to get something in. So what's the capital of Bulgaria, Chris?
That was my answer.
Right, there we go. Trev, do you know what the capital of Bulgaria is? You don't. Right.
Not a clue.
Ricky, what number comes after 4?
7.
Yeah, well, that is a number that comes after 4. Well done. You have won this week's Space Potatoes Chase Potatoes.
Thank you.
I could not play the music.
Yeah, because you spent 2 weeks on that credit sequence, and
I did.
Got to get your money's worth.
I've got to get my money's worth. I've got to play it. It is quite good, if I do say so myself. Anyway, so that was our podcast, everyone. Chris, do you want to say goodbye?
Good night, people. Enjoy life until we see you again.
Ricky? Trevor?
Goodbye. See you when we get back.
And it's goodbye from me. We will, if I can get something together, try and do a stream. Won't necessarily be a Sunday, but while we're away.
We could do some impromptu lives like we've done in the past.
Yeah, we can do. And also, I will try and bring some stuff to be able to get us to stream, because I can do it all from my laptop now. I just need a second screen. That's what I need to do. But I do want to purchase a second screen. But you don't all need to know that. So just make the noise, guys, and then we can go.
Hello,
see you later, Space Potatoes.
Rendezvous, Rendezvous.